Hey friends, Sleepy here, and welcome to another episode of the weekly playlist. It's Friday, so you guys know what that means. It's time to share with you guys the games I have been playing during the week. If you guys are new to my channel or have not ever checked out this series that I created last year, each week I try to film one of these and I go over the different games I have been playing during the week and share with you guys my thoughts and opinions on the games and whether I would recommend them for you guys to play. I also would like to hear what your guys' thoughts are on the games I share with you guys. And if you have any suggestions on games you think I should check out for various consoles, please let me know. I'm always looking for new games to check out. I may have them in my collection, I may not. And if I don't have them in the collection, I do have a list created of games to keep an eye out for that people have recommended. And I have played a couple of games that people have recommended, and I found some games that I really love. So I do enjoy interacting with you guys and learning about new games to check out. So definitely let me know if you guys have any recommendations, and I would also like to hear what games you guys have been playing lately. So we had started here with the first game for Xbox One. I actually beat this game this past week. I had a blast with it, and that was Mad Max. Now this is an amazing game. If you're a Mad Max fan, I highly recommend checking this out. It's on the PC, it's on PS4, it's on Xbox One. I do know the PS4 version had a lot more glitches and issues than the Xbox One version had. My buddy Dean had to play 4 playthroughs over 270 hours in the game because it kept getting a fatal crash and crashed on him. But I believe that after all the patches, though, on the PS4, that they do have it fixed. This game is just great. I absolutely love it. I love Mad Max. And actually, since I played this game, I've been playing it for quite a while, several years. But this week I started watching some of the Mad Max movies just because playing this game got me in the mood. But I absolutely love this game. Basic premise of the game is you start off with Max is in his car. He's being chased down by this Scrotus guy, his warlord dude, attacks you, and he steals your interceptor car and all your gear and leaves you for dead. And then this guy named Chum Bucket, who used to be a former mechanic guy for Scrotus, who was kicked out, finds you and helps you on your journey, helps you build a new vehicle called the Magnus Opus. And you can get different bodies and stuff upgraded and use that vehicle to combat Scrotus and other enemies in the world, and that's how your game starts off. And it has a giant map. The map is absolutely huge. There's a little part at the beginning of the game you start as small, and then it just expands into another giant territory, and then there's a bigger territory on top of that. And throughout the whole world, there's all kinds of different missions you can take on. There's the main story missions, there's side missions and stuff, and then there are different things you can do to help combat Scrotus. Like, he has these little scarecrow things set up, and so every time you do something to take away from Scrotus's control, it lowers that his control in the area, and it has from a 0 to a 5 rating, and they all start off 5 in the red. And the more stuff and tasks you do, the more you'll reduce his presence there, the enemy's presence there, less patrols and stuff as you take things out. They have things like convoys, which you can attack and get loot from. There's all kinds of different things you can do. There's races in the game. There's sniper towers. And then there's also strongholds throughout the world, which are controlled by Scrotus, his army and band of guys. And there's some are overruled by different overlords and stuff. And you can take those over, and then allies that you meet throughout the game will take over those strongholds, and then you can go there and get loot and stuff. And it's a really cool game. There's a lot of collectibles in the game as well to unlock. You can actually get all of them. There's a scrap mechanic, so where you destroy vehicles and you can find scrap, and you use that scrap to actually upgrade stuff on your Magnus Opus, and also stuff to max out for Max himself. And then as you do things through the games, you'll earn these tokens called Griffin tokens, and there's a guy Griffin in the game, and you use him and he upgrades Max. And I'm actually level 80. I've completely maxed out Max. I got him maxed out everything, got the Magnus Opus maxed out and everything, and I completely cleared the map of everything to do in the game except for some of the races and stuff that they have in the game. Otherwise, I have everything beat. All the story missions are complete, and the whole world is now white because I've took out all the Scrotus positions. I had a blast at this game. I put in, I'd say, about 70 some hours into this game to completely beat it. I'm at like 96%. All I have to do now is a few of the challenges that are in the game and those races. But otherwise, I have beat the game. I really enjoyed my time with this. Highly recommend you guys should check it out. I'm going to put it on hold. I'm not going to go back to it for a while. There's some really cool stuff you do unlock at the end game, and then you can keep playing the game. Once you beat the game, you know, there's you can just keep playing it and do whatever you want. And of course, if you do all the story missions, you take out all the Scrotus stuff like I did, you know, there's not as much to do in the game. But you get a really cool bonus at the end. Now, I don't want to ruin what it is for anyone who wants to play it, but it is pretty cool. You get a couple things at the end for beating the game, which is awesome. But really fun game, had a great story. Loved playing it and was glad to beat it, and I highly recommend you guys check out Mad Max, especially if you're a fan of it. This was a good game that not a lot of people have played, you know, kind of got talked down and people were kind of putting it down, but it's a really enjoyable game, and I think you guys should check it out. Next up for PS2, played an old classic here, had not played in years, and that was Dynasty Warriors 2, which this has actually started the hack and slash Dynasty Warriors, because the very first Dynasty Warriors game that actually came out before this on PS1 was actually a fighting game, and then they turned it into the hack and slash game that we love. And this has 9 different warriors in the game, including Lubu, who's one of my favorites, and you go through the different campaigns for Wu, Shu, Wei, and then Lubu has you know, another one you can use. But really cool game. Had a lot of fun with this one, but I forgot how difficult this game is. These old original Dynasty Warrior games are not easy. Even on like the normal setting that I'm on, and not even like on hard, it is pretty damn difficult. Like even the regular enemies in the game do a lot of damage to you, and so you do have to do kind of a lot of grinding in this to level your character up before you can tackle later stages. And of course, different characters have different weapons and different abilities. Some are faster, some are stronger than others, some are quicker. And overall, though, it was a really fun game, and it's really cheap too. You can get this for like $5 or less, maybe $10 or something. But if you're a fan of the old Dynasty War games and you've never played number 2, you definitely should check it out, because this is where the game got its roots from, which got started into the hack and slash game series that we love. And it's definitely worth checking out. Just be warned, though, that it is a very difficult title, though. I forgot how crazy hard this damn game was, and I was having difficulty with just a regular game. If you played the newer ones, you know, you're used to just knocking out 50, 100 dudes left and right, like, and it's nothing. And then the only usually people who give you difficulty are the other officers that you fight. But in this game, pretty much everybody is a challenge, especially early on in the game. Definitely worth checking out, though. I love the Dynasty Warrior games, and I definitely want to go through and beat this game again, because I have not played it in a long time. Like, it's been at least 10 years since I've played it. Definitely think you guys should check out Dynasty Warriors 2, especially if you're a fan of the Dynasty Warriors series. Check out number 2 if you never have. Great game, and it's fairly cheap to get. And the last game I was playing for PS2, which I had never played before, but I wanted to check it out, and that is Summoner 2, which this is a cool action RPG game. Now, you do only have one person to start off to play as, this lady that's like a mage type person, but you do unlock other characters throughout the story, and you can actually switch to them in your party, so you don't always play as the same person, which I really like. But this has been a fun game so far. I actually just bought the strategy guide for it, because there are side missions in the game besides the main one, and you can learn where all the collectible stuff is in the game. And I don't want to miss out on anything, because you can miss out on stuff, so that's why I got the strategy guide, and it was actually kind of hard to find, so you're definitely going to be using that to play through this. But this has been a very, very fun game. There's all kinds of variety of enemies to fight in this game. There's different weapons you can equip, there's different companions you can get, and overall I'm just having a lot of fun with the story. And for a PS2 game, you know, it does have pretty good graphics. Now, they did re-release this on the GameCube. It's called Summoner Goddess Reborn, so it's like updated visuals and adds more and stuff to the story, which I also have that one, but I wanted to play and beat the original version of it. Now I do also have the first game called Summoner 1, but I don't actually have that with me. That's in storage, so that's another one I would like to play. I got these games and have not checked them out yet, but this is a really fun RPG. Tell you guys a little bit, read the back here for you. So battle your enemies in real time with a party-driven combat system, which I like. So it's not turn-based. I know not everybody likes turn-based games, so it is real-time combat. Craft deadly poisons. You can cast a meteor storm to devour your enemy's soul, so you can use magic. You can craft items and stuff in the game, which is cool. Transform into 12 powerful summons, from the Blood Juggernaut to the Blade of Sand. So there are really cool like little demons you can turn into. Like your very first one, I have this. I'm trying to think what the hell. I can't remember the damn name of it. But it's like, it looks like a giant like werewolf ogre type creature, and it has claws and stuff. And you use that to attack enemies, and you have a a cooldown. You can only use it so often, and it has a timer, and you can actually upgrade it so you can stay in that form longer. But that is really cool to transform in the game, which is premise of it. And then explore over 30 exotic and imaginative 3D locales. So very fun story. I'm loving this game so far. Definitely think you guys should check out Summoner 2. Like I said, if you have just the GameCube, you can get this version on the GameCube called Summoner Goddess Reborn, which is just basically a little bit better version of this game, updated graphics, and they added more content to the game. So definitely think you guys should check it out. But I have been having a blast playing games this week, and got a huge backlog of games to go through. So you guys will be seeing a variety of games of me playing the rest of this year. So let me know your guys' thoughts. So we'll do the quick overview. I talked about how Mad Max, such a fantastic game. Absolutely had a blast with this. I finally beat it after all these years. Put in like 70 some hours into this game and pretty much beat 100% other than some of the races. There's a lot of stuff to do. It has a wonderful story. Definitely think you guys should check out, especially if you're a big fan of Mad Max. You will love this game. I would love to get another one of these in the future. We also talked about Dynasty Warriors 2, which this started the hack and slash versions of Dynasty Warriors game, because the very first one on PS1 was a fighting game, but this one here is what started it. Just know, though, it is really difficult, but it is definitely worth checking out, especially if you're a fan of the Dynasty Warriors series and you want to see how the series got its start. Check out Dynasty Warriors 2 on PS2. Great game. And then we talked about Summoner 2, which is a game I just started playing, and I'm really loving the story of it, and I definitely would suggest you play because it is a great action RPG. So if you guys have played any of these three games, let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on them. I'd like to hear what games you guys have been playing, and if you have any suggestions on games you think I should check out, let me know, because I'm always looking for new games to check out. I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care, have an amazing day, and sleep, and we'll see you guys next time.